Food is not just about satisfying hunger. It carries energy that touches the soul. For the chosen ones, eating is not only physical but spiritual. Some meals have the power to elevate your vibration and draw you closer to divine clarity, while others can leave you spiritually heavy, foggy, or disconnected. Daniel understood this when he refused the king's rich food and wine, choosing instead what aligned with his consecration. His strength, wisdom, and divine favor were the fruits of discipline. The truth is, what you eat affects more than your body, it touches your destiny. As a chosen one, your spirit reacts differently to food. You may feel discomfort, unease, or even regret after eating certain things, not because you are weak, but because your soul is highly sensitive. God designed you to discern through your body. You are not here to consume casually like the world. You are here to fuel your calling. If a car built for speed requires premium fuel, then your vessel, set apart by God, requires food that supports your higher purpose. Each meal is either a step toward clarity or a step toward spiritual dullness. So when your body resists certain meals, listen. It's not random, it's protection. Pause and ask, does this strengthen me or weaken me? That's the sacred truth chosen ones must embrace. One of the hardest realities for chosen ones is realizing that they cannot live or eat like the rest of the world. Society encourages indulgence, processed food, endless snacks, careless eating. But your life has never been about blending in. You've been called out, separated for purpose. And with that purpose comes responsibility. What others eat freely, you may not. Your spirit simply won't allow it. The discipline of food is symbolic of the discipline of life. If you can control what enters your body, you strengthen your ability to control what enters your mind and soul. This is why fasting is powerful. It resets not just the stomach, but the spirit. The chosen one cannot ignore the truth. Indulgence leads to numbness, while discipline leads to divine clarity. Though it may feel lonely when others mock your choices or fail to understand, remember, their journey is not yours. You are carrying something sacred within you. So when you feel different, don't see it as punishment, see it as proof. Proof that you are not ordinary, proof that God set you apart. Every bite carries more than calories, it carries vibration. High-frequency foods like fresh fruits and vegetables nourish not just the body but also the spirit. Processed and artificial foods often carry low vibrations, leaving you restless, drained, or clouded. For chosen ones, this difference is not just theory, it is lived reality. You can literally feel the energy of food, whether it uplifts or weighs you down. Think of the difference between eating a meal prepared with prayer and gratitude versus one prepared in anger or greed. Haven't you noticed the shift? Food is energy, and energy transfers. Chosen ones cannot take this lightly because their calling requires spiritual sharpness. The clearer your energy, the easier it is to hear God's whispers. The heavier your energy, the harder it becomes to see divine signs. That is why awareness in eating is not an option for chosen ones. It's a necessity. Always remember, food is either fueling your purpose or fighting it. Choose wisely. From the very beginning, the Bible highlighted the spiritual weight of food. Eve ate the wrong fruit and humanity fell. The Israelites craved Egypt's food and their desire kept them wandering. Daniel refused the king's delicacies, and his obedience opened doors of divine wisdom. These are not accidents. God consistently uses food as a test of obedience and discernment. For chosen ones, this test is ongoing. The New Testament also warns of gluttony, greed, and careless indulgence. Eating is meant to glorify God, not simply satisfy cravings. Paul said, "Whether you eat or drink, do it all for the glory of God." This means food is part of your worship. When you choose meals that honor your vessel, you are honoring God. But when you indulge in ways that weaken your spirit, you drift further from your calling. Chosen ones must see their plate as an altar. It is where obedience, sacrifice, and worship meet. Every meal is a decision. Will this strengthen my spirit or weaken it? Not every meal before you is meant for you. Some food may look good, smell delicious, and feel tempting, but your spirit quietly whispers, "No." That is not restriction, it is protection. God shields his chosen ones from unseen harm, whether physical or spiritual. What others can consume freely may become poison to your journey. You are not meant to indulge in every table you are invited to. Some meals are distractions, tests designed to pull chosen ones into compromise. Just as Samson lost strength through small compromises, chosen ones lose clarity when they consistently eat against divine prompting. The danger is not always immediate sickness. Sometimes, it is gradual spiritual dullness. This is why discernment is vital. Pay attention to who prepares the food, where it comes from, and how your spirit reacts. The chosen life demands sensitivity to even the smallest details. Remember, you are not missing out. You are being preserved. Chosen ones are designed to be more sensitive than others, not just emotionally, but spiritually and physically. What enters your body has a direct effect on your frequency, and because your spirit is tuned to a higher calling, you cannot eat everything without consequence. Some meals lower your energy vibration and block your clarity, while others unlock new levels of awareness and calm. When you notice that certain foods cause unusual tiredness, clouded thoughts, or even mood shifts, it's not a coincidence. Your body and spirit are warning you that this is not aligned with your journey. Sensitivity is not weakness, it is your compass. The world may laugh at you for being too careful, but you know it is protection, not limitation. Your body is guiding you, trust it. The universe is energy, and everything vibrates, including food. High-frequency foods like fresh fruits, vegetables, seeds, and clean water resonate with the same vibrations of peace, clarity, and vitality. Low-frequency foods, especially processed, artificial, or harmful ones, carry vibrations that weaken your aura. As a chosen one, your aura is your shield. Keeping it strong is essential. When you eat high-vibrational meals, your energy flows smoothly, your mind sharpens, and your spirit becomes more receptive to divine signs. On the other hand, consuming low-vibrational meals regularly creates blockages, leaving you restless, anxious, or spiritually heavy. That is why you often feel off after eating something that doesn't suit your calling. It's not random, it's alignment at work. Remember, you attract what you vibrate, and your food is part of your vibration. Not every meal is meant for you, and not every table deserves your presence. Sometimes, food is offered not out of love but out of hidden intentions. Energy transfers through everything, including meals. The one who prepares it can unknowingly or knowingly transfer their energy into it. As a chosen one, you can sense this. That uneasy feeling you get before eating something is often your inner wisdom telling you to pause. Your spirit knows what your eyes cannot see. Some meals may look harmless but carry energies that disturb your peace. Practicing discernment means trusting your inner voice, even when others question you. It means choosing your well-being over social pressure. Eat where you feel safe, not just where you feel invited. Chosen ones must master discipline, and one of the strongest tests comes through food. Saying no to certain meals is not about deprivation, it's about alignment. When you train yourself to resist what doesn't serve your spirit, you strengthen the very muscles of self-control that protect you in bigger challenges. Discipline in eating also sharpens your awareness. It proves to your spirit that you are in command, not your cravings. Each time you choose consciously, you break free from the grip of impulses. That discipline doesn't just remain at the table, it flows into your decisions, relationships, and spiritual path. Discipline is freedom, not restriction. The path of a chosen one is full of distractions, and food is one of the most underestimated. Overindulgence, unhealthy cravings, or eating out of stress can pull you away from your higher calling. When your energy is constantly drained by poor choices, your focus shifts from growth to survival. Sometimes the distraction doesn't come from the food itself but from the culture around it. Social gatherings, constant feasts, and indulgent lifestyles normalize carelessness, but chosen ones cannot afford to live like that. Your spirit always demands awareness, even in moments when others say, just relax and enjoy. Enjoyment for them may be harmless, but for you, it can create setbacks in your energy flow. Be alert, your purpose is too precious to be dulled by distraction. Every meal carries emotional energy. Have you noticed how eating when you're sad feels heavier than eating when you're at peace? This is because your emotions amplify the energy of the food. Chosen ones are especially sensitive to this, and eating in anger, stress, or fear often deepens those states. Learning to eat in calmness, gratitude, and mindfulness transforms not only how food affects you, but also how your spirit digests experiences. The chosen ones must see food as more than matter. It is a bridge between the physical and spiritual. Eating with peace keeps your energy balanced, while eating in negativity amplifies imbalance. Your inner state flavors every meal. Mindful eating is more than a trend. It is a spiritual practice. For chosen ones, eating slowly with awareness and with gratitude raises the vibration of the meal itself. Instead of rushing or multitasking, bringing full presence to each bite allows the body to receive food not only as nutrition but as energy. When you slow down and listen, you notice subtle signals. When you're full, when a meal feels heavy, or when something doesn't sit right with your spirit. Mindfulness also helps prevent overindulgence because it shifts your focus from quantity to quality. In those moments, food becomes an act of alignment, not just consumption. The chosen life requires awareness, even in the smallest actions like eating. Chosen ones carry powerful energy fields, often called auras. Food directly influences this field. High-quality, clean meals brighten and strengthen it, while low-quality, toxic foods weaken and blur it. When your energy field is weakened, you become more vulnerable to negativity and spiritual attacks. Protecting your aura begins with protecting what enters your body. Think of it as a shield. Would you allow cracks in your armor before battle? Of course not. Your food choices are one of the first layers of your protection. By eating consciously, you keep your shield strong, ensuring that you walk through life with resilience and clarity. Guard your energy as you would guard a treasure. Cravings are often seen as natural, but chosen ones must recognize that not all cravings are innocent. Sometimes they are signals from the body. Other times they are manipulations of the mind, shaped by conditioning, stress, or even spiritual influences. That sudden urge for something you know is harmful is often more than hunger, it's distraction in disguise. The danger of cravings is that they bypass logic and whisper urgency. I need this now. But chosen ones cannot live by impulse. You are called to awareness. Every time you pause, breathe, and reflect before eating, you regain power over the craving. With time, your spirit trains your body, not the other way around. Cravings test you, but awareness frees you. Chosen ones often face social pressure when it comes to food. Friends, family, or colleagues may push you to eat what they're eating, even if it doesn't sit right with your spirit. They may laugh at your caution, saying, "One bite won't hurt." But what is just one bite for them could be a step out of alignment for you. This pressure can feel isolating, but it is also a test of strength. Standing firm in your choices shows that you honor yourself and your calling above the opinions of others. With time, people may not understand your discipline, but they will respect it. Your boundaries are part of your protection. Don't apologize for them. One of the most powerful practices for chosen ones is fasting. When you withhold from food for a period, you quiet the body and awaken the spirit. Fasting sharpens your awareness, increases your energy vibration, and opens space for clarity and divine connection. It is not about deprivation, it is about purification. In moments of fasting, you realize how much power food holds over daily life. Stepping away reminds you that you are not a slave to appetite, you are in control. This practice strengthens not only the body but also the willpower of the chosen. And in that discipline comes deeper revelations and insights. Sometimes less is more, and emptiness creates space for wisdom. Everything in the life of a chosen one must align with purpose, and food is no exception. The meals you consume either support your energy or drain it. If your purpose requires strength, clarity, and focus, then your food should reflect those qualities. Eating for alignment means choosing meals that help you remain centered in your mission. This doesn't mean perfection, but awareness. Every conscious choice adds strength to your journey. Each time you align your plate with your purpose, you honor the sacred mission within you. When your food aligns, your life aligns. Your body is constantly communicating, but most people ignore it. For chosen ones, ignoring these signals leads to spiritual heaviness. If a certain meal makes you uneasy, if your energy drops suddenly, or if you feel restless after eating, those are signals. Listening to your body is an act of respect. It shows that you trust the divine intelligence placed within you. With practice, you'll notice how finely tuned your system is. It knows when something is not meant for you. Your body is your compass. Honor its wisdom. Chosen ones often receive guidance through dreams, but food plays a surprising role here. Eating heavy, low-vibration meals before sleep often clutters the mind and blocks dream clarity. On the other hand, lighter and cleaner meals allow the spirit to rest peacefully and receive visions more clearly. If you've ever had strange or restless dreams after certain meals, that was no accident. Food affects your subconscious more than most realize. Choosing wisely helps you protect the purity of your dream state. Guard your dreams by guarding your plate. In a world obsessed with complicated diets and endless indulgence, chosen ones find power in simplicity. Clean, simple meals, fruits, grains, vegetables, water, often bring the most energy and clarity. Simplicity strips away distraction and reminds the spirit of what truly matters. When your meals are simple, your mind is free. You spend less time overindulging and more time creating, growing, and aligning with your path. Simplicity is not about lack, it is about balance. And in balance, the chosen thrive. Less complexity, more clarity. Gratitude is a multiplier of energy. When you approach food with thankfulness, its vibration rises. Gratitude turns a simple meal into a sacred one. For chosen ones, eating with gratitude strengthens the bond between body, spirit, and the universe. On the other hand, rushing through meals or eating with frustration lowers the energy you receive. Gratitude reminds you that every bite is provision, every meal is fuel, and every choice is a step in your journey. Thankfulness transforms eating into worship of life itself. Indulgence is one of the quickest ways to weaken your energy. Overeating slows the body, clouds the mind, and burdens the spirit. Chosen ones cannot live in indulgence because their path requires sharpness and balance. Sometimes indulgence is not about hunger but about escape, trying to fill emotional emptiness with food. But emptiness cannot be filled by overeating. It can only be filled by alignment. Recognizing this truth saves you from cycles of guilt and heaviness. Moderation is strength. Chosen ones are builders, dreamers, and carriers of light. Focus is their greatest weapon, but poor food choices often scatter focus, leaving the mind restless and unfocused. Clean meals, however, sharpen concentration and sustain productivity. If you've ever noticed how certain foods leave you sleepy and unmotivated, that is a clear signal. Your purpose requires focus, and your focus requires conscious eating. Protect it by choosing meals that fuel, not steal. Food can either sharpen your vision or blur it. Every chosen one is different, and so are their needs. What nourishes one person may drain another. That is why awareness is personal. Instead of copying every diet or following every trend, learn to listen to what your own system requires. Respecting your unique needs means honoring your individuality. The universe designed you specifically for your purpose, and your body reflects that. What matters most is not comparison but alignment. Your body knows what it needs, trust it. For chosen ones, food is never just food. It is a choice, a discipline, and a reflection of alignment. Each bite either supports your mission or distracts you from it. While others may eat without consequence, you have been set apart to live with awareness. Your path requires clarity, strength, and energy, and that begins with what you consume. So when you feel different, when you cannot eat what others eat, remember, it is not punishment, it is protection. You are chosen, and your journey is sacred. Stay mindful, stay aligned, and stay strong. Family of Anointed Era, if this message touched you, take a moment to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share your own experiences in the comments. Have you ever felt your energy shift after certain meals? Have you noticed how your body warns you? Your insight may guide another chosen one walking this path.